So welcome everybody to our Wednesday night event. My name is Jo Ross, for those of you who I haven't met before, and I'm the founder of Travel Tribe. So for some of you who are on here for the very first time tonight and not entirely sure what's going on, thank you so much for coming along and supporting your family and friends. So whether you're here because you're here just to support somebody, or whether you've been invited by somebody to come along and check out a way that hundreds and hundreds of everyday people are now, leaving their jobs or able to make an extra income from online work. Now, we know there's so many stories going around these days about how everything's going online, and so many people are jumping on the bandwagon and getting really excited. So whether you're looking for an extra income stream, or whether you're looking for a way to cut back on your work hours, or whether you're looking for a way to make some money so you can stay at home and be around your kids, that's what we want to share with you here tonight. So I've actually came into this business through a post on Facebook. It'll be 2 years in April, and at the time I was working in family daycare. Now, I loved my job, I loved working with the kids, but there wasn't any time freedom in it. I was locked in working from 7 in the morning till 7 at night, on the set days a week. And there's no time freedom in it. I was a slave basically to my own business. And there also wasn't a lot of financial freedom in it because I was stuck swapping dollars for hours. I was stuck working for a set amount of money. So there wasn't really very much way to get ahead. I'm also a breast cancer survivor. So I got diagnosed almost 6 years ago, just after my 33rd birthday. And for me, that was a huge shock. I'm the first person in my family to get cancer, and my type of cancer, it isn't related to genes or hormones or anything like that. So it was a massive learning curve for me. And it also made me realize what's important in life and what's not. So for me, it was travel. I wanted to get out there and experience the world. So my hubby and I, we absolutely love getting away in our caravan. So many people told us, it's the best experience of your life, and get out and do it while you're young and you're fit and you can enjoy it. So we wanted to do that. And I saw a post on Facebook from a lady saying she was selling up all of her family daycare resources, and she was just going to be working online because the income was out earning her normal day job. So I sent her a message and I said, hey, what is it that you're up to? She sent me a video to watch with information in it, like what you're going to see here tonight, and I jumped in. It has completely changed my life. In 8 months, I was able to close down my family daycare business. Not long after that, I was able to retire my hubby from his plastering business that he'd been doing for 30 years. And then we bought our big giant caravan, and we've now been traveling around Australia for, it's coming up to a year now. So, it's been absolutely amazing, and my favourite part in all of it is sharing this with you. So what I'd like to do is share a bit about our products. So the products that are behind this business are called Juice Plus. Now, I'm not sure if you've ever heard of them before. I hadn't when I first saw them, but it's been in Australia for over 20 years and been worldwide in over 30 years. So we're actually in 25 different countries. And the beauty of these products is absolutely timeless. So what they are is nothing more than fruits, vegetables, and berries encapsulated. Now, when I first heard about that, I'm like, okay, I can't imagine how that could possibly work. So I looked into a little bit further, and what I found is the way that they do that is they have vine-ripened, non-GMO, completely herbicide and pesticide-free produce. So the farms that the fruit and veggie come from are all third generation with no herbicides and no pesticides. And every single batch is individually tested to make sure there are no chemicals. So that was really important to me, because trying to get as minimal chemicals in my body as I possibly can was super important. So what's in here is nothing but carrot, cabbage, kale, rice bran, broccoli, beetroot, tomato, garlic, parsley, spinach, and oat bran. And what they do is they let the fruit and veg vine ripen on the plant. They then pick it at its peak stage of ripeness, and within 24 hours it's taken to the factory, where the whole fruit and veg is washed, crushed, and then very slowly freeze dried at 1 degree Celsius. So what that does is allow the water to evaporate off and the sugars ferment off, and what you're left with is the powder. all of the bioavailable, nutrient-dense live enzymes are left, and then they're encapsulated. So even the capsule that the fruit and veg is put into is completely vegan. It's made from tapioca starch. So there is no animal products in here whatsoever, no chemicals of any kind, and it is completely natural. So why it made so much sense to me was, I had looked into how important it is to get our fruit and veg. And these days, they're saying that less than 6% of Australians are getting their 5 serves of veggies and 2 serves of fruit a day. Less than 6% of us. That is incredible. And when you have a look at the correlation between that and the amount of disease and suffering that's going on in our life, you can really start to see what's going on. So, the fruit and veg that's in here, like we know even when we do try to eat our 5 veggies and 2 fruits, the fruit and veg that we get from Coles and Woolies and things like that, it's not vine ripened. It's picked when it's green and then trucked across country, and it might be a month later that we're actually getting these green tomatoes that are then ripened under lights. And so we're not getting that peak nutrition. Our avocados are gas ripened. So much of our fruit and veg is mass produced for good storage life rather than the nutrition. So that's what our fruit and veg berry capsules do, is they bridge that gap between what we do eat and what we are supposed to eat. So the World Health Organization is telling us that we actually need between 9 and 13 serves of fruit and veg, organic fruit and veg, per day to combat the toxins and the chemicals that are in our environment. So if we're going to have any chance at all of getting anywhere near that, we need supplementation, and not just chemical supplementation. So the things that you can buy in the chemists, things like that, they are all chemical processed. So I don't know if you've ever taken a multivitamin and found that your pee has turned bright yellow afterwards. It's often because your body is trying to flush those chemicals out of you as quickly as possible, because your body recognizes it as foreign. It's not bioavailable. Whereas this is nothing but fruit, veg, and berries. So when you take these capsules, it recognizes that it's grape, raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, blackcurrant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke, and cacao. So it is absolutely amazing how within 5 to 7 minutes of you taking these, your body is absorbing the nutrients exactly as if you were eating any of these fruit and veg. So that's our fruit and our capsules. Now, what we also have is, because our company is so passionate about changing the health of the world, we also have our kids' products. Now, these are exactly the same ingredients as our fruit and veg capsules, but instead of being in capsule form, they've mixed it with tapioca starch and fruit pectins and turned it into a little chew. So these are little apple shape. They taste amazing. They've got some of the fruit juice in them because kids aren't going to eat them if they don't taste good. And the best thing is that these are free. So these come completely free with every adult order of Juice Plus, and they'll come free for 4 years if you've got a child aged between 4 and 18. Now, our company's been doing this for over 10 years, and what they've actually done is the world's largest children's health study. Now, in that time, they have been recording the results of what happens to kids when they get these extra 17 different fruits and veggies every day, and the results are amazing. The kids are taking less medication, they have less days off school, they go to the doctor less, they sleep more, their digestion's better, and we've got a whole list of other things that the parents are telling us happens when our kids are getting these fruit and veg. So if you've got fussy eaters and really struggle to get your kids to eat that fruit and veg, this can be an amazing way to add in that extra nutrition to help those little bodies get what they need so that they can grow up big and strong. So our capsules cover our micronutrients, and these are our shakes. They cover our macronutrients. Now, these aren't like shakes that you can buy in the chemist or anything like that. So a lot of store-bought shakes are based on whey protein and milk products. Again, ours are completely vegan, actually. They're all pure plants. So what's in here is chickpea powder, pea protein, rice protein. We've got alfalfa sprouts, broccoli, radish sprouts, aromath, quinoa, pumpkin, pomegranate, spirulina, yucca, mushroom. Now, can you imagine trying to get all of those veggies on your plate every single day and enjoy that? It would just be impossible. So what we've got is this amazing complete blend. So it is a complete protein powder. It gives you everything your body needs. It tastes amazing. It's either chocolate or vanilla. I actually mix mine just with water and ice. It has less sugar than half a banana, but tastes amazing just as it is. So these are a great base for making a smoothie or anything like that. And we actually have heaps and heaps of recipes in our lifestyle guide, but I'll get to that in just a minute. And then the very last product that we have is our omegas. So this is a vegan blend of omegas. We know how important, we're always hearing on the TV about how important it is to have our fish oil and krill oil to get those EFAs, the essential fatty acids. So what Juice Plus has done is, instead of having to squeeze the omegas out of the fish and the krill, because we know these days our oceans are so terribly polluted and we don't really know what we're getting when we do that. So what they've done is they've actually gone to the source of the omegas, which is the algae. So the fish eat the algae, which gives them the omega-3. So rather than squeezing the fish, we've grown algae farms. So we have an incredible variety. This particular omega is not just 3. It covers our 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So all your essential fatty acids. And it comes from pomegranate seed oil, raspberry seed, sea buckthorn, tomato, safflower, and the algae. So these are absolutely amazing. Our bodies can't make omega-3, but they are essential for heart health, for brain health, for eye health, and especially for pregnant mamas who are growing babies. And there's so much research being done now on cognitive development and how important it is to have those omegas. It's also been proven that omegas lower cholesterol. There's so many studies going on at the moment, and the results are just absolutely amazing. My hubby's been taking these for almost a year now, and he needed a knee replacement, but he's too young to have one. And the doctors basically said, you're just going to have to take Panadol and deal with it. He's been on these for a year now, and he's gone from not being able to walk around the block to being able to, he's out for a walk now. So he goes for a 7K walk one day and then about a 20K push bike ride the next day. So it's absolutely amazing what they've done for him, and reducing inflammation. These are incredible. So as I mentioned before, not only do we have the products, but we have a program that comes with it. Now, our program is absolutely free for life. So we provide this for all of our customers who are trying our Juice Plus, and it's free for life, because what we really want to do is help people get those whole foods in. Those whole foods really can heal your body. And so what we want to do is help you to get as many whole foods as you can into your diet. So we have the most amazing recipes in here. They were written by Kira Westwick, who was on MasterChef 5 years ago. She's amazing. And they're very much family friendly. So there's recipes in here like your sautés and curries and all your coleslaws, hot chocolates. Some of my favorite are the sweet potato brownies. So we've got chocolate delicious brownies, but they've got no flour and no sugar in them. They're made from sweet potato. So it's so healthy and amazing. And if you don't tell the kids, they're never going to know the difference. Sesame bliss balls. It's absolutely amazing what's in here. Chocolate chip bickies made from a can of chickpeas. No flour, no sugar, gluten-free, dairy-free. A lot of our recipes can be adapted if you've got special needs. There's paleo recipes. So it's really designed to fit in with your lifestyle, but get those whole foods in. So what I'd like to do is actually shoot on over to a couple of people who've been taking our products for a while, and so you can hear their stories and how they have found Juice Plus. Molly, are you still there? There you are, lovely. Can you take yourself off mute for me?
Hello.
Hello. So could you share with us, please, how did Juice Plus come into your life and how have you found it?
Sure. So I found a post on Facebook and I just wanted to know more because I thought, how can that be possible? And I watched one of these videos and I just fell in love with the product. It honestly has made me feel so much better within myself. It's easy to get up in the morning. It's easy to go to sleep at night. My hair's growing. My nails are growing. Before I started taking the product, I was getting headaches maybe every day, every second day. Since taking it, I've had one really bad headache, and that's because it was just a really stressful day. So it's so good not to have to worry about taking Nurofen, Panadol, because I was just overtaking that all the time. Yeah, it's really helped me. And also my husband, he never has breakfast in the morning. So when I introduced the shakes to him, he was like, oh no, I'm not really that type of person. But now he takes it every morning, which is so good because sometimes he's too busy in the day, he's not able to have much to eat. So that's really good. And I love taking the shakes as well of the morning. They just give you the energy for the day, and I'm just loving it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm so happy to hear about your headaches. That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to shoot on over now to Desi. Desi, can you take yourself off mute for me?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, you can hear me?
I can hear you. Desi, can you share with us how long have you been taking Juice Plus for and what's been your results?
I've been taking Juice Plus since, what did we work out last time? Like about 20 months or something like that. So I started taking it just because I had tried everything else before I tried Juice Plus, because obviously it was too good to be true, even though I had researched it and found nothing online that could say anything bad about it. I too was getting really bad headaches. So I was getting migraines once a month. Sometimes they would last 11 days.
Oh, wow.
But about 6 weeks after taking starting Juice Plus, I noticed I had no migraines at all. I haven't had migraines since at all, nothing. I don't even get headaches anymore. My little foster daughter at the time, she had really dark skin. She had eczema all in her sweaty bits, so here in the back of her knees and here, and it was really yucky. And we cut out dairy and wheat and did all those things for her, and it just didn't seem to help. About 6 weeks after starting the chews, completely gone, cleared up completely. And I wouldn't have believed it unless I'd seen it myself. So that was pretty amazing. And then my husband, sitting there, he had a condition called polymyalgia rheumatica, which I guess it's an autoimmune disease, and it was attacking all his large muscle groups. And he was in intense amount of pain for about 2 years and on heavy steroids. And every time he tried to lower the dosage of his steroids, the condition would flare up again. So he was on Juice Plus for about 4 months and managed to get off steroids completely, and just managing his pain then through just taking Juice Plus and eating right, which is amazing because he wasn't allowed to exercise. The doctor said that was actually making things worse because the muscles were getting fatigued and all that stuff. So yeah, that worked for him as well. And now we are both taking the Omegas, and it's made a huge difference to my crochet arm, because I like to crochet a lot, and the arm, the pain, it's extreme. So I don't get that anymore.
Oh, awesome. Already at RSI.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Desi. I'm really happy to hear your results, and it's amazing how different it is. Like, we never know what Juice Plus is going to do for a person, but once you get your body's getting that nutrition, it really can start to heal itself. Thank you so much for sharing. Right. Okay, I'm going to shoot across now to Simone. Can you take yourself off mute for me?
Hey, Jo.
Hi, Simone. So could you share with us, please, how did Juice Plus come into your life and what's been your results?
So I saw a post on Facebook from you and was interested in it, but I'd already tried the Juice Plus. My sister-in-law had actually gotten me into it but I was a bit of one of those people that was like, oh, I'm not seeing any results, so I stopped taking them. And then I saw Joe's post and got interested in the business, and so I started taking them again. And I found I was one of those people that was really heavily into V's and all that. Within 2 weeks, I'd stopped taking the V's, and I was finding I was able to get up better. I was sleeping better. I wasn't such a cranky mummy in the morning, getting my girls ready for the day. Yeah, it just changed my life. And then this year I've found my daughters have stopped eating breakfast. So I added in the shakes for them, the powder, and they're having a banana smoothie for breakfast every morning, as well as me.
Yeah.
And it's getting them through their mornings, which is great, because I was sick of fighting for every breakfast. And this is the first time my girls have been sick since we all started on Juice Plus. Must be nearly a year ago now.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
first time.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear they're sick, and I hope they get better soon. You maybe have to double up.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I think it's time for a double up dose.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Simone.
Oh, good.
Okay. So, so you've sort of heard a little bit about the products. With our products, we never make claims as to what Juice Plus can do for a person, because every single person is different. So we don't know what it's going to do. What we do know is we've got 38 peer-reviewed medical journals. They've all done studies on Juice Plus, and it's been proven to have an anti-inflammatory effect, and there is so much information out there about what Juice Plus can do for you. So what we'd love to do is, if you are curious and if you do love the science, please ask the person who invited you along here tonight, and they can show you the links, and you can have a read of that for yourself. You can read the medical journals, you can see the university studies, and have a look. They're also TGA approved, which is, the Therapeutic Goods Association of Australia is our most stringent medical board. So the fact that our products are approved by them is absolutely amazing. We're very, very proud of that fact. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is just explain a little bit about the business. So when we come into a business like this, we know lots of people can, see our friends and family, and they can be really worried that, they're into something and they're not sure what they're up to and things like that. So what we just want to explain a little bit about is sort of bust a couple of the myths. So when people join, an online business, often the first thing they worry is that it's some kind of pyramid scheme. So with pyramid schemes, they've actually been illegal since the 1970s. So they aren't around anymore. And I guess what the fear with pyramid schemes is that there's one person up the top that's going to make all the money, and that everybody else has to work really, really hard just for this one person. But when we look at this is actually the model of a traditional business. So whether you work in a hairdresser's, whether you work at McDonald's, whether you work at Woolworths, there's usually one person up the top. Whether that's the business owner, the CEO, the person in charge, there's one person up the top. And then there's everybody else underneath. So if you're in Woolies, you might start out as a checkout chick down here. If you work really hard, you might manage to get promoted to, a manager or a store manager or a regional manager. You might eventually be able to work your way up a couple of levels. But your chances of ever becoming a CEO of Woolworths is so slim to none. And also, when you work in an environment like that, to be able to work your way up, usually you have to jump over other people, because there's very limited positions up the top here. There's not enough room for everybody. So if you want to get to the top, usually you've got to be quite ruthless and, maybe do some things that don't really resonate with you and are against your values. So that's what like a traditional business looks like. With our business model, it's much more shaped like this. So again, everybody comes in down the bottom. So it doesn't matter if you're a daycare worker, if you're a hairdresser, if you're a politician, if you're a stay-at-home mum, if you're the CEO of another company already. We all start down the bottom here. But our pinnacle position here in Australia, it's called NMD, National Marketing Director, and there are unlimited positions. So if you can start in this business, you can get to NMD in this business. So the fantastic thing about our business is there are levels along the way that you can reach for, and you get promotions and pay rises with that. But every single one of us can get to the top, to this NMD position. And the other beautiful thing about our business is the only way that you can get to the top is if you reach down and help other people. Because our business is a teaching business. Because we do rely on our network and helping people, this is very much the kind of business where you only get to the top if you're the kind of person who's willing to give of yourself and help others reach their goals. And that's just a business model I absolutely love. It takes out all the negativity. It takes out all the competition. Everybody who joins this business knows that we are here to help each other. And that's why we have such incredible teams, and we just have such an amazing community that we all get to work together in. Now, the other myth that people worry about when they start this kind of online business is that they're going to have to know a lot of people to be successful, or they're going to have to go and track down family and friends and be that harassing person. Nobody wants to be that. So what I want to show you is how a business model like this actually takes advantage of social media today, and how it's possible for absolutely anybody to build a business. So Katrina was the lady whose post I saw on Facebook, and she shared this with me. I absolutely loved the sound of it, but I was like, I have less than 100 Facebook friends, and I live in a tiny little beach town where the only people I know are the mums of the daycare kids who I work with. So I shared it with one of the mums, Beck. She loved the idea of being able to get the free kids' chews for her little ones because she was sick and tired of fighting with them to get them to eat their veggies. And also she was sick and tired of having to drop the kids at daycare so that she could go to work and pay my wages to look after her kids. She wanted to stay home and look after her own children. So Beck jumped into the business, and then she told a couple of ladies at work what she was up to as well. So they jumped in and they started making some extra income and sharing it with their friends as well. Then I put a post up on Facebook and I said, hey, I'm building up an online business so that I can go caravanning with my hubby around the world. Is there anybody else out there who would love an online income so that they can go out there and do what they want with their life? And from that post, I met Denise and I met Vicky. So they're actually both school teachers. Denise is a PE teacher, and she was 8 years out from retiring. So she was so tired of working out in the sun, and at the time her partner had just been laid off work, so they were needing some extra income. So she shared it with her partner Greg, with her mum Gwenda, and with one of her friends Taku, who was in East Timor or Timor-Leste at the time, and their access to fruit and veg is practically non-existent. So she shared it with a couple of her friends. Vicky jumped online. She shared it with Mark and Melanie, and they jumped on. Now, Mark knows heaps of people in America, so he shared that with them. And because jobs and income is really, really hard to find in America, he shared it with a whole bunch of people over there, and they're going off with it. Now, as this has gone on, I'm posting on Facebook, letting people know what I'm doing, loving life, getting out there in my caravan. People have seen me be able to close down my family daycare business and, really have that life that I wanted. And so like, hey, Joe, is this something I could do? So I get to share this with them. And from my less than 100 Facebook friends, we now have over 200 people in our team. And out of those 200 people, I actually only know 3 of them. Everybody else, well, I've met them now, but we've met online. It's come through Facebook. So social media is such an incredible tool. I didn't know how to use it. I didn't post a lot on social media beforehand. I only used it for keeping in touch with my family and friends, but I was teachable. We have a full system in place, and I just decided, you know what, I want to learn how to do this. I can see how this could benefit so many people. So I'm going to be teachable and I'm going to learn how to do it. And that's what I did. It's very, very simple, but it just takes consistency. So from this, we now have 2 beautiful new teamies who are launching their business tonight. Kylie, I'm going to shoot on over to you If you can take yourself off mute for me.
There we go.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. So,
Good.
would you mind sharing with us, please? How did the Juice Plus business come into your life, and how have you found it so far?
So I have a friend, Christy, that has a sick little girl, and I was kind of secretly watching her journey on Facebook, that how much she loved the product. She invited me to her launch, and I didn't watch it at the time because I was kind of a bit skeptical about whether it was going to work. So I finally ran into her mum, and she said, these products are so great. Hayley's not having any seizures anymore, and she was taking them and felt absolutely amazing. So I thought, oh, I better just come home and watch that video. So sure enough, I watched the video and I just got hooked, and I'm messaging Christy, annoying her to get more information. So that's how I got onto the product and got started. And I don't think I can imagine life without it now. It's just been awesome.
Oh, fantastic. So what's been your results with it?
So middle of last year, I had seen a specialist about some gut issues that I've been having pretty much my whole life, and the only solution that the specialist could find was to have surgery, but that was, the success rate was quite low, only 25%. So I got put on all these medication, which was causing more gut problems and more pain and bloating and things like that. And I thought I'd just give it a go and just see whether this would be a product that would help. And the very next day after I started taking this, I was able to go to the toilet, which I have never been able to do on a regular basis. I could go 10 days without going. So I have never, since I've had this product in my system for 3.5 weeks now, I have not had the bloating belly. My energy levels are right up there. Today I played my first game of netball, which I haven't played in 12 years. And I'm still looking after our 2 little boys that are 2 and 4. I'm sleeping a lot better. I wake up feeling fresh in the morning. And another really, really cool moment for me is that I've been on antidepressants for 4.5 years. And I've now been able to drop down the strength only this week. So that's a really positive thing for us. The boys just love their chews. They're so excited in the morning thinking they're getting lollies, but they don't know that they're getting all their fruit and veg that they need. So it's been a very positive thing for our family. So
That's awesome. And so can I just ask you, what are you hoping that this business is going to be for you for the future?
I just love to help other people now. Like, I just see how much of a big change it's made for our family in such a short period of time. I'm now really focused on, when I talk to people, I'm like, why don't you try this? Because it would really help. I could see the benefits, how it would help them. So I'd really just like to get other people on board, you know, when they're having issues, just to help them. And I guess the financial stability as well, and have that freedom to spend with our little boys as well while they're little, and, you know, take them on trips while we still got them as babies. So
Absolutely. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Kylie. That's amazing stories with both the product, and I can't wait to see you rock this business and be able to have those special moments with your 2 little ones.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to shoot on over to Gwen. Hi, Gwen. How are you?
Hi, Jo. I'm good. Thank
That's
you.
good. So could you share with us all, please, how did this business come into your life, and how have you found it so far?
Well, I think it's like everybody. We must be all Facebook junkies. I've seen a post, or a number of posts on Facebook by a lovely lady named Jo, and I just had to check up on it because it was about nutrition and, whole foods, good foods, which is a big interest to me. So I contacted the person who had put the post up, and went from there. I purchased the products, and within weeks, well, probably honestly, I'd say within days, but I would just say weeks. My husband and I were both on the products. We both noticed such huge differences. First up was the energy levels. That was really hit in, and sleep. I was a bad sleeper, but I was able to sleep longer hours and more solidly. My husband sleeps more soundly than what he was before. Actually, there's so many changes with him. Like a really big one, which makes me so happy, is his self-esteem, his confidence. He's more positive. He goes out and does stuff, joins clubs, participates in so much more, whereas he wouldn't have done things like that before. And it's so good to see, because we're both retired now, and he sort of needed something to keep him busy. Well, so did I. And but with me, and another thing is, what just brought to my attention, and listened to the other ladies, was the headaches. People talking, I thought, Joe had headaches, when he first started on this for months, and he'd been to doctors. They were giving him things like, take these painkillers, probably sinuses, so they're giving him nose drops and nose sprays and all this sort of thing. And we've been on the products now for just over 2 months, and I've suddenly realised he hasn't had any headaches. There hasn't been any, and it hasn't been anything else other than, I'm just thinking possibly that I'd say the Juice Plus. He hasn't had any headaches. Been complaining about them for quite some time now, since probably about a month or more.
That's fantastic.
It is. That is really good. But another one with me, I mean, I've, just the level of energy, the sleep, that's been really good. But one thing I'd like to just bring up was about a month ago, I went to, my daughter called us down to her place, because her and her husband are both full-time workers, and just they know we'd jump at any chance to go down to the grandkids. Well, one of the kids was sick with vomiting. She had been all weekend, and I'm terribly prone to get vomiting each year. I don't know what it is, but if it's around or if it's in the water or anything, I'll pick it up just like that. So I thought, oh gosh, so we went down to look after the little one, because she couldn't go to school naturally, and the parents were full-time working, although they would have had time off if they needed to. And on the Monday morning, we went down Sunday, and Monday morning, the little one was still not too bad, but when we got out of bed, my daughter, she had the vomiting. She was very ill. We took the little boy to school. An hour later, he was called back to pick him up. He was vomiting. He was very sick. Our son-in-law come home from work early that day. He wasn't actually vomiting, but he was very, very queasy. He said he was for a few days. And like some sort of miracle, I'm just waiting for it to hit me, thinking it's going to come. We're down there the whole week, and I did not contact it. I did not get it. I was amongst it. I was cleaning up, all sorts of stuff, and it was like a miracle. Neither did my husband. And, I kept saying to my daughters, there's a moral to this story, isn't it? Juice Plus. It was, that was just amazing to me. It really was. There's just so many things. Every day you just see little things creep in, just that hasn't been there before, or you're feeling better about something, or something's gone that was there before. Yeah. And so, of course, then that led to me being, introduced to the business, which I was really happy about too. So, yeah.
Awesome. So, Gwen, can I just ask you, from the business point of view, what are you hoping that this business is going to be for you in the future?
Well, after all, and again, another one, sorry. My daughter, three of my daughters have noticed differences, but one of my daughters, she has a lot of inflammatory problems with her knees, and find it hard to walk upstairs. She'd be 1 step, 2 steps on the 1 step sort of thing. Now she just walks upstairs 1 step at a time. She says she has more energy. She feels brighter, which is a great thing for me. When I see things with my own family, that's really great. And it's just, I just love it so much. And now with the business, I'm coming along there. I've been with that for a little while now, probably about, 2 months maybe. And I'm just hoping, I'm that way too, that I feel I know how this feels. I know that this stuff works. I know how good it is, and I'm seeing it with my own family and seeing it with the other people who have got it from me, ordered from me. And I just want everyone I just wished I could encourage everybody everywhere to use it, because it's amazing. It really is. And as far as the business goes, well, yeah, I'd like to get as many people to use the product as possible for them to gain good health, and also just for my hubby and I, Joe, to keep on travelling, because we love travelling too, and he loves fossicking, and he's really into that now. And so we want to keep on travelling around with our camper van, and the business side of it. It'll be nice to have the extra income, or the income to help, with whatever it takes. So we're really happy with the whole thing. The products,
Awesome.
the business. I will be forever on the product, so I'm sure of that.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing, Gwen, and I can't wait to watch your journey.
Thank you.
Okay. So, as you've heard, this business, anybody can do it. You can come from any walk of life and be at any stage in life. There's absolutely nothing preventing anybody from doing this. If you've got the desire and if you're teachable, anybody can learn how to do this business, and we absolutely love teaching you. So the last thing I want to share before we go tonight is a little bit about the money, because obviously this is a business, so you want to see what is available and how it all actually works. So our business is we get paid in 3 different ways. So we get paid a retail profit. So every single time we connect a customer with the Juice Plus products, we get paid. So we are our own franchise. We pay $165 per year to have our own business. And that is amazing. There are franchises out there that cost $165,000 a year, and they don't even make as much return as we do in a year. So every time we connect a customer with the products, we get paid the retail profit. Head office and the warehouse is in Newcastle. They do all of the shipping. They take all of the payments. They handle all of that for us. All we do is jump online, enter in a person's details, and connect them. And then we provide great customer care. We also get paid a commission. So because this is a teaching business, as we help other people grow their own businesses and help more people, we get paid a percentage from the company as a thank you for helping them grow their businesses. And the third way we get paid is bonuses. Now, bonuses are kind of like the fun money and the now money and the incentive as well to keep sharing this with people. So what I want to do is just share a little bit about the bonuses, because they are actually unlimited. So the bonuses are actually amazing. I don't know any other job or any other business in the world that gives you unlimited bonuses. So when you first come into this business, you start off as a virtual franchisee. Within your first 10 days, you can get your first promotion to DVF, and you get a $100 thank you bonus for getting started. Within 40 days, you can get your next promotion and your next pay rise and your next bonus of $400. But not only for you, also for the person who taught you. So because this is a teaching business, whenever we help one of our team get these bonuses, we also get it ourselves. The next bonus is SC, and that is a $600 bonus for you and your teacher. Then it's SSC, which is a $1,200 bonus for you and your teacher. And like I said, these are unlimited. You can help as many people as you like get those bonuses. QNMD is a $1,500 bonus. And then NMD, which is our pinnacle position, is a $3,000 bonus. Now, when you get there, your teacher doesn't get the $3,000, because by that time they're already NMD. And when you first hit NMD, you're on a residual income of somewhere between $80,000 and $100,000, depending on the size of your business. It is possible to go even higher. Just depends on the size of your business. But like I said, those are unlimited. So you can help 10 people get that. You can help 20 people get that. Entirely up to you. And that's just the bonuses. So we also have the residual income and the retail profit. And the reason that Juice Plus can pay us like that is because they don't pay for TV advertising. They don't do celebrity endorsements. They really want to help normal, everyday people get out of the rat race, help people on that heart-to-heart level. So that's why we have our amazing programs and our amazing community on Facebook that we all plug everybody into. And yeah, we're really very much about that, that heartfelt really helping people with the absolute basics, the fruit, the veg and the berries, the nutrition that we need so that our bodies can really start to heal themselves. So hopefully, if any of this has resonated with you tonight, I would love for you to please have a chat to the person that invited you along here tonight or that sent you this recording. We would love to answer some more of your questions. So this was just sort of a brief overview about what's available and what's possible, and we'd really love to help you answer your questions. This business has changed so many people's lives. I haven't even been in this 2 years yet, and I absolutely love it. You know, there's no better way to live your life than base it around helping other people with the absolute basics, health and finances. And we get to do that, like cover both. So hopefully that's resonated with you, and I'd love to have a chat with you and answer any questions you have. So thank you so much for your time.